Assalamu alaikum and dobry вечер, everyone. This, in case you haven't heard about it, is the traveling hijab. There is a hijab that is going around the country, and it might go around the world, I don't know, but there is a book that comes along with it, and goodies get passed on in addition, but it is called The Sisterhood of the Traveling Hijab. I guess you could say it's a Muslim spoof on the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, but we prefer to keep it M-rated for Muslim. Anyway, just a little goofiness. I couldn't resist that. But anyway, this hijab was sent to me. I got it yesterday, in fact, and I decided to wear it today. I went to my class at a local community college and I had to give a speech on a health-related topic. So I figured, well, what the heck, I'll just wear this, maybe show a little bling. But I wanted to experiment with how to secure it on my head. And the first thing I had, just instead of a regular undercap like I have on now, I tried just a headband, but I also tried this, one of my slides. But the problem was it kept slipping back on my head, and I wore it out this way this morning to run some errands, and I kept having to pull it forward. Turns out the headband was not beefy enough, I guess, to support the weight of this hijab, because it is it's kind of heavy actually. Although it's, I'll hold it up, you can see the silver metallic thread in it, so it's kind of shiny. But even though it is somewhat of a light weave, it's still very much there. So then I thought, well, so then I got one of the hijab pins that I made from an initial that happens to be the first letter of my name on a pin that I just stuck on with a stripped twister that you get off of bread wrappers or whatever. But I noticed tonight, after I sat down after giving my speech, that I went to pull this side back over my shoulder because it slid back behind my back, and I wanted over kind of sitting like this on my shoulder, and I noticed that, well, where the heck is the pin? So I lift that up, and sure enough, it had gone through. The cap on the pin, this little thing, had gone through, but fortunately it didn't do any damage. So when I got home, I thought, well, before I pray my Isha, I'm going to stick one of these in, and so that seems to work the best with this kind of a loose weave. So I would use a pin that's more on the order of a safety pin type with this kind of hijab instead of these other things. But you know, it was an experiment, and I have a bonnet style undercap on now, but it still slides back. That is one problem I seem to have with almost any underscarf style I'll use, is it slides back on my head and off my right ear. So I would appreciate any hints from you sisters on how to keep that from happening, short of gluing the dang thing on my head, which would be kind of awkward when you're trying to do wudu, so I don't want to go there. But anyway, I just thought I'd show you this traveling hijab, so I will mail it off as soon as I can get an address of next sister who's in the chain to receive it, and I put a postcard of Des Moines in the book, and I will print out a picture of me, just a still shot of this hijab, and I will put that in there. And who knows, I might even put Mila in there. Actually, I already did. I put an address label, and she's on the address label. So yeah, Mila's already in that book. So she's going to travel too, aren't you, Mila? She's sitting here on my desk. So that's it for now. I might come up with a little something later. So who knows? Assalamu Assalamu alaikum, do widzenia, and miasur mila.